let's start out with Tanner Bibee. That's a guy who's kind of burst onto the scene in AAA this year. Not a lot of people knew him, although he was top 100 in baseball. Getting ready to make his third start of the year tonight down in Columbus, correct?
Yeah, he'll start tonight against the Toledo Mud Hens, and this Mud Hens team is a pretty good hitting group. They don't strike out a ton. They'll take their walks. They've got some powers really up and down the lineup. It was a team that came into the series yesterday with wins in 5 out of their last 6 games. They were rained out on Sunday against Louisville, but they can really hit. They've got some pitching, but it's going to be a good test for Bibee because in his first 2 starts, he's not allowed to run. Bibee has gone, 11 innings now, 5 hits, no runs allowed. Yep. Good mix, fastball, curveball, slider change. The velocity has played up really since becoming a professional from where he was in the college ranks. A guy that locate, and then as he became a professional, throws a little bit harder. And, we've heard that story before. And I don't want to compare him to a Cy Young Award winner, but sort of the same track that Shane Bieber took coming from the college ranks into the professional game, being able to command all of his pitches and then becoming a harder thrower to complement that really did a good turn for him. And so far for Bibee, it's done the same thing at the AAA level.
So it'll be his third start tonight, and you mentioned some of the numbers. The other thing that is impressive, and it seems like all of the prospects that the Guardians develop are this way, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts in those 11 innings pitched in his 2 starts. And you saw high heat. There's some life to that fastball in the mid to upper 90s. In AAA hitters hitting $132 against him. Those are all check marks.
Yes, yeah, they certainly are. In his last start, when the Clippers were on the road taking on the Worcester Red Sox, during his start, it was interesting to me. The Clippers had a huge offensive performance, and each of his first 3 innings going out onto the mound, as the visiting team, you bat first, so he had to sit in the dugout during the top of the first inning while the Clippers were busy scoring 4 runs. Then they scored 5 runs in the second inning, and they scored another crooked number in the third. So he had to sit down for about 20 minutes each time, and when he came back out to the mound, he struggled a little bit with his command to the very first batter because it had been such a layoff, but then he found it. And in each one of those cases, he got right back to work after getting the feel back for his fastball and dominated all those innings. And that's not easy for a pitcher to do, to sit down for that length of time and time again. You always love the run support, of course, as a pitcher, but you also want to be in a rhythm. And it took him a minute to find that rhythm, but once he did, there really wasn't anything the AAA Red Sox could do against him.